Yay, fun times.
Why are you pretending to be?
It's an experience. It's your experience, and this is your... Hi y'all. Today's video is about my meditative journey so far, and my confession that most of my life I just really sucked at meditating. I was not good at it. But aside from that, when I was watching the replay of this, I noticed that at the back of my couch you could see some of the slats. And I was like, oh no! And then I was even thinking, oh, maybe I'll just redo the whole video. Then I realized in my very first video about fear, I talk about starting messy. I believe I also mentioned that I wanted to be authentic for you. I mean, there's a lot of people on YouTube that make things very pretty and lovely, and their houses are amazing and immaculate, and, you know, they wear the most fabulous clothes and their hair just got done that week. That is not me. And I'm here to let you know you don't have to feel bad. Some people just don't live that life. And watching all these people that are living that life made me feel kind of ugh. And I realized, guess what? My life is my life. And I know way more people that live like a flea market life. That's what I would call myself. I live a flea market life. There are way more people that live lives like that than I think that live lives in the most beautiful, curated, clean, immaculate homes. I'm not saying that there aren't. I'm just saying it's not relatable to me at all. At all. But anyway, here's my journey and my confession about meditation and my messy couch and my messy hair and my messy life. And welcome! Howdy! Thanks for stopping by. In today's episode, I am going to be talking about meditating. It's my journey so far in meditation, which is basically, let's just say that I was not very good at it apparently at all. You know, this is for people that never meditated, think that they're not good at meditating, can't follow the normal like rules of meditation. This is basically things or ways that I do or I use to kind of help and assist in my meditative journey. With meditating, I was seeing a health therapist, and at one point she asked me how often I meditated and how I meditated, and I told her I meditated by watching TED Talks during my lunch break. Yeah, so which that was pretty much as slow as I was letting my brain get. Pretty much. I'm one of those people that are like, and I was always, you know, hamster wheel. If it's not one thing, it's nothing. It's like it's always this. You know how it is. I'm sure so many of you are just like that. When I stopped seeing the health therapist and we were having like our last meeting, our outtake meeting, she was like, when you said that watching TED Talks during your lunch was your version of meditating, she's like, I tried very hard not to laugh. When you said that, it kind of shocked me. But yeah, that's how far off base I was when it came to meditating. I'm old enough to possibly been aware of it, practice it, have it in my life for decades, but I never did, never have. When I first kind of started getting it, actually my very first meditation that kind of worked was a guided meditation that I had with her, and I've had other guided meditations, and I think sometimes I had a problem with the guided meditations is that I would anticipate where we were supposed to go or where we were going to walk to and all that different stuff. So it's like I kept concentrating on what the vision may be, and I don't know if that was the right way to do it. I don't know. That's just not how it wasn't good. The time I did with her, it actually kind of worked. In meditating, what you're doing is basically kind of trying to slow your mind down. You could do it cross-legged style, sitting in a chair, sitting on a couch, laying down. I do it laying down often or sitting on a couch. What works best for me is listening to a fan or the hum of an air conditioning. it, that one I think helps me so much more than the breathing. The breathing kind of almost fills me with a little bit of an anxiety. So I just stay away. I just stay away from that thing. I go for the fan and listening to that, because then when I'm listening for the fan, I'm not thinking about other things. And if I drift away and I realize that I'm thinking about other things, I just go, oh, acknowledge the things, and then I go back to the fan, and then I go back to the fan, and then I go back to the fan, because sometimes I could be doing that the whole 15 minutes. And 15 minutes is plenty. And if you don't achieve whatever you think you're going to achieve in 15 minutes, you might not achieve it in an hour or 2 hours. Just try again the next day, and that's it. You can't think of these meditative experiences as good or bad. They're all part of the journey. They're all you learning what works for you. Like I said, the breathing does not work for me. The listening to the fan totally works so much better for me. The binaural beats, having that in the background as I'm doing that, sometimes I can go. And by going, I mean where you can stop, realizing your body. You don't know where your foot is, where your hand is. You're not thought and centered on your actual being. That is the fleshy being. You're just kind of up in this being, the cerebral being, and it's pretty cool because you kind of disassociate from your body. Sometimes people get like little visual images, like little movies, and if the movie happens, let it play out. Don't try to make a movie. Just see what happens. Or if certain thoughts come to you, you know, just later go, oh, there was that thought. If you can remember the thought, a lot of times I don't remember pretty much almost any time when I'm thinking the thoughts. There has been a few times that I've thought a thought that I made sure that I didn't want to forget a thought, and then I just pull myself right out of the meditation. Don't get hung up on you're not doing it right. It's all a journey. It's completely all a journey. As a beginner, even as I've been doing this for over a year. I've been doing it for maybe 2 years. Obviously not every day. If you do it every day, you're going to become more practiced and more nuanced at it. I do it pretty much almost every day, and I do it as I'm going to sleep. That's kind of how I drift off a lot of times, because then I can just focus my mind on the fan, and then I drift off. But again, every time you try it, it's not good, it's not bad. You're building your experience. You're learning. You're seeing what works for you. And not everything is going to work for everybody, that's for sure. Breath work is not awesome for me. Listening to the fan is awesome for me. Other people sometimes stare at the flame of a candle. It's taken me a while to kind of settle myself down and kind of get into that spot. Sometimes I'm even sitting there like doing something like cooking or watching TV, and then I realize that those monkey thoughts, those they're racing on the wheel thoughts, aren't really even there, which is pretty cool. I like that. So I have calmed my brain down a lot. I hope some of this helps. I'm not even sure if it's going to help anybody else. Maybe just the fact that you're not alone. You're not alone when you're like, why can't I meditate? Why am I not good at this? Why are some people so zenny, and I'm all like, blah, 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 and I can't stop? You're not alone. Anyway, peace out. Love to the planets. Love you.